that sound. Ever wonder why your stairs make those annoying squeaks? Well, stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll be a stair squeak expert. We're talking about those classic framed stairs you see in most homes, the kind with stringers, treads, and risers. Whether your treads are plywood, OSB, or even solid wood, those pesky squeaks can creep in. Let's dive in and find out why. First things first, let's get a behind-the-scenes look. One common cause of squeaks is friction. See how the back of this tread rubs against the riser? That's a recipe for noise. This often happens when your stringers, those supports running along the sides, are spaced too far apart. Instead of the standard 16 inches, maybe they're 20 or even 24 inches apart. This extra space allows the tread to flex more, especially if it's made from thinner plywood or OSB. Even 3/4 inch OSB can move enough to cause a squeak. Now let's move on to another common culprit, the nails. This is a big one, folks. Nails are often the main source of squeaky stairs. Over time, the wood in your stairs dries out and shrinks. This causes it to pull away from those nails, creating tiny gaps and, you guessed it, more friction. Screws generally hold much better than nails, but even with screws, you can still get some movement. And it only takes one loose nail to set off a symphony of squeaks. Now, ideally, when the stairs were first built, everything was nice and snug. But here's the reality. Lumber often comes from the lumber yard with a high moisture content. As it dries, it shrinks, and those nails can start to work their way loose. You might not even notice it at first. But eventually, those little movements add up. See how this nail is sticking up? That's a squeak waiting to happen. Every time someone steps on the tread, it rubs against that nail and squeak. Now you might be thinking, why not just use better nails? Well, even ring shank nails or screw nails can loosen over time. And with carpet or wood flooring covering the treads, you might not even see the problem until it's driving you crazy. This movement, even if it's just a tiny fraction of an inch, is enough to cause that annoying sound. And it's not just the nails themselves. The shrinking lumber can create gaps between the tread and the riser, especially at the back, so you could be getting a double whammy of squeaks, one from the nail and another from the tread rubbing against the riser. Finally, let's talk about stringer movement. If those stringers aren't properly secured to the wall studs, they can move slightly, and that movement translates into, you guessed it, more squeaks. This is more common in longer staircases or if the stringers are made from lighter lumber. The key takeaway here is that squeaks are caused by movement. Whether it's the tread, the nails, or the stringers themselves, anything that moves can create noise. So to fix those squeaky stairs, you need to identify what's moving and find a way to secure it. I'll be making another video soon with detailed instructions on how to fix these problems, so stay tuned. In the meantime, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to visit our website. We have an organized list of our videos there. You might have a difficult time finding that anywhere else.